Welcome back to Let's Play Alpha Protocol. I'm BurningDogFace, and we're going a bit more casual for this next mission. The fact that there's no intel at all available leads me to believe it's going to be another conversation mission. See, last time we successfully rescued Sergei Surkov from an attack on the American embassy in Moscow. And this time we're going to go find out what he knows. Oh. I guess it's a shared office. Meet with Sergei Surkov at his office and see what he knows about Hallbeck's presence in Moscow. Let's see, just to make sure. Nope, no intel. You know, it actually listed Mina as the handler in the previous mission. So I never got to find out what Albatross's handler bonus was. Huh. Oh well.
Mr. Thorton, I'm glad you were able to make it. I have the information you requested.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Surkov.
Sergei, please. After the incident at the embassy, I'm glad we can talk under more relaxed circumstances, without the armor.
Who called it?
Yeah, wearing civilian clothes is starting to feel out of place the way things are going.
Understood. Mr. Thornton, Michael, as I said, I was able to track down the information you requested. After reading your dossier, however, I had a proposal for you.
So you found out what Hallbeck is doing in Moscow?
I did, but there's more to it than that. Michael, I'm going to be honest with you. Based on your record and the events in Rome and Taipei, I think you can be trusted. I have had dealings with Hallbeck. In fact, I was their initial contact for smuggling weapons into Moscow, including these missiles you're looking for.
Those missiles were used to bring down that airliner in the Middle East. People died.
Yes, and I think we both know that's just the beginning. Hallbeck and I did not see eye to eye on the terms of our arrangement. We had a falling out.
Nice understatement.
Fortunately, they've found a new partner here in Moscow. A Konstantin Breko.
Breko? I don't think I've heard of him.
That's a good evil Russian
He's
name.
an arms dealer. I'm surprised he didn't show up on the radar when I arrived.
He merely has the illusions of becoming one, which makes him more dangerous. He's not a man to show restraint in business dealings, but few members of the Russian mafia do.
You two do a lot of business in the past?
He was once a protege of mine. You wouldn't know it to look at him.
Why? Does he smile more? Or just dress better?
Come on, don't insult the man.
He's somewhat enamored of your American culture. The 80s, I believe.
Oh god.
Hallbeck's arrangement with Breko is going to cause repercussions. I'm a reasonable man, but Breko is dangerous. He will sell to anyone, provided they have the money. Those missiles, along with the other Hallbeck munitions, could end up in places where greater tragedies can occur.
So what's your proposal?
If I help you with Breko, I do not want my past involvement with Hallbeck exposed. Working with him was a mistake, and I understand that.
If the information you can provide helps stop Hallbeck's plans, I'll do what I can to keep you out of it.
Then I can ask for little else. I thought you would be open to such a deal, Michael.
Then all I need is Breko's location.
He's in a mansion outside Moscow, decorated to his own particular tastes.
I'm more interested in his defenses.
That intelligence you may have to gain on your own, or purchase from local contacts.
Just download the location of my PDA, and I'm set.
Very well. I will have the information sent to you. And thank you again for saving my life, Michael.
Whoa there, big guy. Didn't see you there. You been there the whole time?
My apologies. Champion Chick is here to see me, Mr. Thornton. If you are going after Breko, then I am in need of protection while you're away.
Nothing better than a walking wall, I guess. That medal for real?
Champion Chick won it in the Olympics. Boxing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I won some too. In shooting and martial arts. Have fun, you two.
Agent Thornton met Sergei Surkov at his office in Moscow to learn more about Halbech's presence in Moscow. Surkov provided information on reaching a local mob boss, Konstantin Brayko, who is in league with Halbech and helping them with weapons smuggling. Upon completion of the mission, Agent Thornton encountered Surkov's bodyguard, Champion Chick, an ex-Olympic boxing champion. New mission gained, assault Brayko's mansion. I didn't really have to think too hard about cutting a deal with this guy. He struck me as a businessman who made an honest mistake and didn't know it would lead to people being hurt. Considering I made a deal earlier with an actual terrorist, it's not like my standards for this kind of thing are too high. And now a flash forward. Or the flashback ends, whichever way you want to describe it.
So you and Surkov met at the embassy during the attack.
I could have timed it better had I known the VCI was planning to assault the place.
But you survived, even if many of the Marines stationed at the embassy did not. An unfortunate coincidence. Who knew those mercenaries would choose that moment to attack?
Yeah. I was only after Surkov. Didn't mean for anyone else to get in the way.
Wait.
Now don't be down on your...
Is it... Are they saying that because I didn't save all the Marines? Because I distinctly remember some NPC guards getting killed by the enemy. I thought it meant I killed some of them. Jeez. He's a spy, not Superman.
No one knew the embassy was going to be attacked, did they?
Someone did.
Well, I hear most of the Marines died doing their duty, and the VCI suffered some casualties, I imagine, but probably not much. But you handled yourself exceptionally well. You must have had help. You're truly a skilled agent, Mr. Thornton. But one man against several highly trained squads? No, the odds aren't that good.
Is that your way of asking if I had allies? Fuck off, Leyland. Next time wear a billboard with your motivation on it. It'd be more subtle.
You're testing my limits, Thornton.
Good, you overconfident prick. You've already stepped on my last nerve. Don't expect any manners out of me.
Well, if it hadn't been for that attack in Moscow, I doubt if anyone would have known you were in the city. You certainly kept a low profile.
I'm not in broadcasting or marketing, so that shouldn't surprise you.
I don't know. It seems you still make an impression on the fairer sex, no matter what the age difference is.
Who? The little girl with the Texas belt buckle? Can't say I met Sis. It was more like a shootout.
Sis? Who was that? An estranged family member?
Never mind. Guess I had the names mixed up. Who are you talking about?
Z. In mercenary circles, she's something of an... old reliable.
Is that why she's on your payroll?
Ah, so you backtracked that, did you? Very good.
She's not a big fan of your friend Marburg, judging from her comments.
The poor man doesn't have many friends in his line of work, Thornton.
Can't imagine why.
Show some sympathy.
I already pity him.
I'll pass that along. But back to the reason you were at the embassy. Surkov.
Yeah, I sort of expected more from ex-KGB when I met him, but maybe that's part of his charm.
So you know about his past?
Yep, him going legit, starting his corporation. Sorry, corporations. Trying to bring capitalism to Russia, the whole bit.
I see. You didn't seem to have much trouble getting information out of Surkov. I imagine you two had a cordial talk while the bullets were flying.
Apart from that one
He
bit where I
cooperated.
dissed him for no
I think he
reason.
appreciated the fact I acted like a professional. I don't know if he fully trusted me then, but...
But he did tell you who had the Halbech missiles. And he gave you a name.
Yes. Konstantin Brayko.
Ah, Brayko. What is it about the younger generation? At least Surkov was a businessman. They pretend to obey the law. But Konstantin, now there's a story I'd like to hear. Up-and-coming Russian mobster meets rogue American agent. What could the two of you possibly talk about?
How video killed the radio star.
I don't think I ever picked the aggressive option before, but that was incredibly satisfying.
In technology news, a string of hacker attacks have recently struck the U.S. Department of Defense. The attacks have been described as internet terrorism, repeated attempts to break into the department's systems in order to steal or corrupt valuable data.
I blame 4chan.
Investigators have alleged that most of these hacking attempts have originated in mainland China.
Maybe not.
Although the Chinese government has denied any connection to the attacks. I'll investigate this topic further in the upcoming 5-part series, Terror on the Internet.
Oh, that's right, I have heard this before. I might have even made that joke before. Weird. I'll just slip into something a bit more comfortable. Yes. This. Okay. Nothing. So, breakout. Heck. Well, I have no idea what the hell this would do, but okay. Chrono Kingpin Constantine Braco. Intel. Let's look Braco. Oh my god, I can't afford it. I just sell some of these armor dealies I don't need. Ooh, like that. I think they're comparing them to one of them. That's why it's useless. Oh, that's right. I found another one. I did sell that one. Let me sell some intel. And I want to know less about this mission. Mission map, and yes. Oh, that's right. It's not the triggers yet. Derp. Konstantin Braco. Born in the slums of Moscow during the Cold War, Konstantin Braco soon proved he had more than enough resolve to survive. By age 14, Braco was pimping out his 3 sisters, aggressively defending his territory, and unafraid to kill older rivals looking to force him out of his position. Braco gained a deserved reputation as a quick-witted kid who was just the right level of psycho to be an effective soldier. One of the bosses of the largest mafia group in Moscow was rumored to have taken him under his wing and then accepted him into his inner circle, and Braco's rise in the criminal underworld began. Konstantin has always shown a tendency for ending his rivals with his knives, and one of two of his buddies. While he may have one or two of his buddies rough up someone to get them warmed up for the main course, he inevitably will want to finish a target for himself. Braco made a name for himself within the criminal underworld as an enforcer. Known for his baby face, gaudy clothes, and unpredictable personality, Braco was feared more than respected. If someone owed the mob, they paid and Braco showed up. Those that tested him learned the hard way. Worse than shooting a victim and get it over with, Braco's MO involved slicing up deadbeats so bad that they wished they were dead. For those that shot back, Braco is known for carrying multiple Scorpion submachine guns under his tacky sports coats. Alright, that settles it. I'm gonna smoke this guy. I basically dislike everything about him. Organized crime is a foothold in almost every corner of the world, and Russia is no different. In the wake of the collapse of the Soviet Union, however, the Russian mafia bolstered its ranks with corrupt intelligence agents and soldiers in the Afghan and Chechen wars, making them even more dangerous. The most prominent and possibly most powerful gang working within Moscow is known as the Outsiders, and they sport tracksuits and carry submachine guns or shotguns. Fearlessly charging into battle, they rely on numbers and drug-induced courage to flood opponents with bullets and bodies until they've won. Many Russian hitmen are brawlers, and while not martial artists, many have street fighting skills they've honed over many years. It can take a lot of punishment. They're used to taking and receiving kicks to the head in their line of work, and give it right back. Let's go show this guy who we shouldn't have messed with. We track down the mob boss, Konstantin Braco, to a heavily fortified mansion outside of Moscow. Infiltrate the mansion, reach Braco, and find out what he knows to haul back in the missiles. Probably have to cut it after the introduction here, but When you get to
So if
hell,
you're going
save a
after
spot
Breakout,
for your
you can
boss.
either sneak in or hit the front gate guns blazing. Whichever you choose, I suggest you not go in alone.
Already got both options covered. And got company.
What do you mean? Where are you?
Inside Draco's compound. Albatross was nice enough to leave an opening for me.
Target engaged.
Nice reflexes. Really, you guys? Really? Oops. That's right. Boy, that was easy. Let's face it, I've dealt with murderers and scumbags before. This guy doesn't even care about his own family. We've got nothing to gain by being nice to him. Okay. Still says this one. Oh, that's better. Fuck.
Mike, the mansion security systems are a little dated.
So's the decor.
I think I can tap into the surveillance systems and use it to track down Braco or the Hellbeck data. This whole place is wired on one circuit.
Tune into Braco, see where he's at.
Alright. I found Braco. Patching it through to your headset. It doesn't sound like he's alone.
What, he's entertaining guests?
No. I think he's murdering someone.
Ask you a question, you sit there, I caught you, you sit there, you bought the shit out of me. Look at what you're wearing. Fucking scarf, stupid jacket.
Oh man, I'll never guess where I am.
Arcade, right?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I recognize the sound of Galaxy Invaders.
Oh
I used
geez.
to play that all the time in high school. Uh-oh.
What?
They've locked down the room. I'll try to override the system, but you'll have to take them out first.
One high score coming up.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, don't worry about it. Killing them all should solve it.
Congratulations! You get away with a concussion.
Yes! Close shave, huh?
Yoink! Oh my god. Now you're pissing me off. boy. In the next episode of What's My Alpha Protocol, we deal with the rest of the dirtbags in this incredibly gaudy mansion. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you then.